Welcome back to Inside Kart. This week during the ITT Automotive Grand Prix, we had some exciting action. And just as the lions behind us spitting out some water, well, we had some lions on the track who were spitting out fire. And Chris McClure, you were able to tell us a little bit about it.
Well, those lions helped solve one of the mysteries of the universe, and that is, how do you take the time on a lap on a course and go up with it and increase the speed? The solution, add a straightaway.
Well, we're going straight to the highlights.
The circuit on Belle Isle was a quarter-mile longer than in previous years, with a new 180-mile-an-hour straight. That helped Greg Moore win pole with the fastest Detroit lap ever. It helped Alex Zanardi turn in the fastest race in the history of the event by nearly 14 miles an hour. The early going belonged to Moore, with Zanardi a close second and Adrian Fernandez comfortable in third. That reflected their starting positions. From the start, Richie Hearn suffered most, falling from 4th to 6th as Brian Herta and Tony Kanaan both slid by. The start of a tough day for Hearn. Further back, Gilles de Ferran launching an assault from 9th that would lead him to the podium. On the point, a wiggle for Greg Moore in the casino complex suggested potential trouble, though he did hold the point through the 22 laps that started the race, handling heavy pressure from Zanardi. On lap 22, when Moore elected to jump out of line for his opening pit stop, he had seen the lead for the last time in the race. 5 laps later, the first round of stops had been concluded, and Alex Zanardi's crew had kept him on the front once again with a brilliant effort in the service lane. It was all he needed. Neither Mr. Zanardi nor his crew made any errors the entire day. None while dealing with traffic, none through the second round of pit stops, none in the closing laps. In the second round of pit stops, Greg Moore's fate was sealed. A long stop that forced him further from the lead. He finished 5th. After that, most other issues were also solved. Adrian Fernandez ran 2nd, but had the lap of Andre Ribeiro between him and Zanardi. He never got a clean look at the leader the rest of the way. Gilles de Ferran, who by then had climbed to 3rd, partly in the pits, had a look or two at Fernandez during the closing 60 miles, but no real opportunity to get alongside, much less pass. Just 2 yellow flags were required in Detroit, both minor incidents. Christian Fittipaldi, running in the top 10, touched with Frekete and turned his equipment sideways, playing momentary chicane before continuing. Richie Hearn's turbo was short of the mark, and the safety crew had to retrieve that car. Just one bang of significance, Mark Blundell. His suspension was broken, but the car was able to get to the pits, and no yellow was necessary. Now, just after the checker, unable to contain himself, and with encouragement from his crew, Zanardi brought tradition out of closet. Not since Elkhart Lake last year had he cut donuts until now, emphasizing the joy of once again conquering the best racing has to offer.
Maybe from the outside it looked easy, but it wasn't. It's a very difficult course. You're dealing with walls, marbles, out of the groove. It was very tricky to drive today.
It was his 3rd victory this year, career number 11. Fernandez's podium was his 3rd this year, best since Motegi, while de Ferran's 2nd podium of the season was his 3rd place. Paul Tracy shared individual advancement honors with Scott Pruitt. They both finished 8 places better than their grid spot. At the top of the championship, Zanardi's lead grew from 6 to 17 points over Greg Moore. Jimmy Vasser remains 3rd. Fernandez closed significant ground, and so did de Ferran.